Bro, this is how cold Roc Marcy is. I feel like we decided years ago that pimping ain't really cool no more because, you know, exploitation. Roc Marcy is still rapping about pimping in 2026 like 50% of the time. And I ain't saying this sound cool, but I mean, it don't sound lame. And maybe it's just me, but when he rap about it, I picture he's in like the purple suit, the cane, and a pimp hat. But Roc Marcy is basically the Nas of coke rap. Skill set wise, he's basically MF Doom with no Mad Lib, but more women. One of the most talented technical rappers ever, and he has an insane discography. Pretty much everything he drops is album of the year caliber. Except for that BS he recently dropped with Wash Chat with the Celtics, aka Primo, but I'm gonna pretend that one don't exist. This joint should be a contender for one of the best albums of the year. Let's get to it. Already better than the Premier album. Bro, I don't want to hear another Premier beat unless it's old, bruh.
You know what the fuck I mean? Yeah.
I like this beat. It's already remind me of Rosebud's Revenge beat. It's cool enough with just a single note, but I like the little horn riffs too.
Quarter waters, cut water, the overlord warmer porter. It's custom order, you can't get it on.
Bro, where his rap gone, bro? We over here rapping about wine coolers, dog. From quarter waters to cut waters. Well, we went from paying a quarter to $8, man. That's the come up.
Porter, the engine roaring in the Porsche.
The rhyme scheme dope though, I ain't even gonna hate.
Porter, the engine roaring in the Porsche, the spoiler. Necklace with the big 50 pointers. Picture broke niggas giving me pointers. Y2C on the twos, skate out of.
Bro, it's certain rhyme schemes, certain syllables that you rhyme that just sound hard. And water is one of them, because if you think about it, water is kind of a hard word to rhyme, especially if you're gonna go for a million lines with using the same rhyme scheme in a row too.
Skate out of Gucci like Cristiano Gucci. Flip you like a samurai Suzuki. I've been nice as iceberg.
Flip you like? Is this a mock reaction?
Looting, my knife work a thing of beauty.
This little Uzi rhyme scheme fire.
You can serve a loose on the roof, just juice and a Lucy. Who slipped you a roofie? Cougar tried to put roots on me, but I'm not a newbie. Could have been a QB, how she threw the coochie. Just beauty of the week in the Emilio pool. 656, no matter how big, thou shall not trick.
I feel like I'm gonna catch a bunch of bars, but the fact that I don't know what 656 means, I feel like it's gonna cancel out a lot of bars that I'm about to catch. Oh well.
All the ice for me, baby. Yeah.
I do know what a floppy disk is, so I do get this album cover.
Yeah.
I'm
Let it breathe, son.
That first verse is tough.
Threw the hammer in the lot for the trucks. The job was botched up. Baccarat body wash, huh?
Oh my goodness.
More rocks in the wash.
Oh my goodness. This flow is crazy.
I'm trying to trauma dump. Fuck up the fun. Chanel Elmer Fudd. Look better when I hunt.
Yeah, calling dump your gun trauma dump is fire. That intro was different, dog. Hey, I don't know if it was just because I couldn't really focus on the rapping because the production from Premier was so mid, but I feel like he went rapping like this on the last project, dog. For one, the first verse, I thought that was cold in and of itself. He only had like 2 different rhyme schemes, but the fact that he was going back to back to back with it, where it was like 80% of every single line was rhyming. But then he even stepped it up on the second verse. And then you got the luxury talk, you got the pimp talk, which is very fitting for this black exploitation type beat. No idea what 656 is, but I would rather him just repeat that over than messing up the chorus like a lot of these coke rappers be doing. But Roc Marcy, he's self-aware. He don't really be flooding you with choruses, and then he'll get in a little R&B thing. But anyway, I think that's a dope opener. Beat was minimal, but I rock with it. Rapping was elite. This is Childish Things. What are these, like analog keys?
Right.
This sample pretty spooky.
I'm saying y'all niggas got horrible taste, nigga. This shit quiet luxury, nigga.
This remind me of a beat I be on Mount Marcy.
Spanish fly side of Canada drive with spare time on the Panorama. You can tell with my tan lines that I wear a watch. Rock the yacht mask.
Goodness. Bro, Roc Marciano and Muhammad do this all the time, but I really like when a rapper will use the internal rhyme back to back to back to back to back, and then use a rhyme at the end of the bar that they only use once. Because he had this Spanish fly rhyme scheme that he used over and over, but he ended the line with the wear watch rhyme scheme. The Spanish fly joint was crazy though. That flow was crazy.
Ladder night, now word on the block. You popped all on the rocks, drowning your stars in a bottle of scotch. Wash up your spot, thought I forgot to mop. Keep the streets sweet, but clean your clock. Piece of your mind got on my felines.
That's tough, dog. Basically just talking about spraying down the block, but the washing down the block line to the sweet streeper line, the connection between those two.
Jumped in the rat race, what it takes to be placed in the top rapper space. Is way too much dick sucking for my taste.
Oh,
it ain't no chocolate cake or
goodness.
lattes. It's a mind game that I do not play. Put away the childish things. Eyes play through small diamond chains, not to overcompensate. Rock, I'm beyond straight. My moral compass is not shake. I played it safe, but all that grinding on your mate made the kind of things. John Gay, Johnny Fontaine, Rob just made me a wallet chain. The Benz robbed his pocket change. I quiet.
Smooth luxury talk.
Yeah. Heard a story, it's purgatory. You heard, shorty. The inferno burn for eternity like a herpes sore on the horny. It's gone.
Bro, I'm telling you, Roc should just leave all the boom bap production and just get in his experimental bag. This beat change is crazy.
It'll return shortly. Christian Dior embroidery on royalty. Tried to avoid the streets,
sounds
but
so
the beef
menacing.
keep calling me, and I just keep eating horribly. Arby's, firearms in the Jeep, 90s.
You keep calling me, I keep eating horribly Arby's. Bro, Arby's is a struggle meal, dog. You don't get enough hate.
Connery. Said calmly.
Like a roast beef sandwich from Arby's, it ain't no worst struggle meal, but it's like hot dog is here, Arby's is right here. Vienna sausage is down here though. It ain't as bad as Vienna sausages. Whoever invented the mini glizzies in a can, they don't get enough hate either.
Said calmly, firearms in a Jeep, 90s R&B, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Everything about your artistry, novelty. I could write a novel of 3 with Cartier quiet.
See, I knew I was an R&B guy. I didn't know Bone Thugs was R&B.
Quiet luxury. Niggas can't fuck with quiet luxury. Mud and Hawaiian punch, buddy, this a big money drink. Niggas fucking with hush puppies, must be shooting puppy pee.
Bro, Roc is rapping possessed right now. Like straight up possessed. This is one or two, you know, but anyway, one of one type rapper right here. It ain't too many people in the game. Really ain't too many people ever who was rapping like this. This is why I be throwing out the MF Doom comparisons like this, because this is that mad villainy type internal rhyme schemes mixed with the alliterations, mixed with the flow. This was nuts. And then to rap on this drive-by in Castlevania type beat with this analog sim that had the beat changed to the even darker analog sims. Song is nuts. This song is nuts. Like the beat ain't gonna just blow you away, but I really like the aesthetic of it. I like that it's pretty experimental on this neo boom bap sub-genre, and it just made every single bar sound more menacing. That one was tough. This is Hate Is Love.
Thank you.
Oh, I like this loop right here.
Yeah, baby.
Vocal samples go really, really hard in general to me. I think it's because it's a little bit harder to pull off than most other instruments because it can easily clash with the lyrics, but the way that it's looped make it sound dreamlike.
Yo, bagged a bitch in the Ritz and after kidnapped her. Actress chick with a British accent, I'm a caster.
Alright, this is nitpicky from me, but this is exactly what I was alluding to with vocal samples being harder to not drown out the actual rapping. I think it's doing it here. This is not a great mix right here, but it's gonna be harder to mix in the first place. But his voice is really getting washed out by this loud vocal sample. Now I love the beat, but I gotta call a spade too.
Bagged a bitch in the Ritz and after kidnapped her. Actress chick with a British accent, I'm a caster. Might have to crack though.
Did he say bag your chick in the Ritz and afterwards kidnap her? Bro, I'm telling you, man, underground rap is the final frontier for no morals. Like you can get away with rapping about basically anything in underground rap and it just get a pass.
If she want me bad enough, then cop me the Samaritan, not the Challenger.
That's
think
love.
it's more like a 2-shot Derringer. Long, $700. You don't cover up everything I done. Don't trust me with your heart, I'm a klutz. I stole the plus the hoes.
Don't trust me with your heart, I'm a klutz.
I stole the plus the hoes wallet out of go yard clutch. Before y'all judge, clean your own.
Kidnapping women, robbing women. Hey, you know, just pointing out his lyrics.
Hard up. I put hard drugs in the punch, but I don't party much. Chop the pump shot, he had
on some Bill Cosby-ish.
Chop the pump shot, he had to cut it like the retarded bus. Y'all motherfuckers done started something.
That's hard. That's hard. Chop the pump shot, he had to cut it like a retarded bus. Like how the shotgun cut off and then how the bus half the side. Y'all understood it, but that's hard.
Rob niggas stole bass, call that easy rock. Me and my ace would take two to make the thing go right. Pin gold roller gave a pink eye.
Me and my ace will take two to make the thing go right. We'll steal two brick, whatever measurements, because it would take two to make the thing go right. That's tough. After the other robbery line, that's hard.
Me singer getting finger pop. I moonwalked out the spot like the king of pop. The bitch was clinging to my thigh. Couldn't pry off.
Bro, Mike Jack was different, dog.
Shit on my, you ain't gotta fly to Dubai to be dehumanized. I promise you I could do the job.
Bro, that is wild. That junkie is wild. You don't have to fly out to Dubai to be dehumanized. It's just a crazy line to put in your songs, bro. See, this is what I mean, dog. I was telling y'all the truth in that intro. Hey, that song is hard too. The biggest flaw there is the mixing sound like they just threw all the ingredients in a bowl and just shook it up and poured it on a plate. But besides that, bro, the sample was hard. The rapping was hard. I like the luxury talk. He had some slick wordplay in there. And then the beat change was cool too. I like the first beat better than the second one, but the fact that he changed the beat and I still think the second beat was cool. So that song was tough. They just not beating any underground rappers can't mix stereotypes. This is Yves Saint Moron. Wordplay.
Air Max 360 sweats.
I like that.
Had 360 waves on my head for every brush that I had with death, but not even death can make me acquiesce.
Ain't no waves on the head. Just kidding. But that's a hard line. Waves, brush with death.
Acquiesce. VS protect, but that's only if it's factory set. I ain't regrets, not even half a step. I'm stepping on niggas' necks.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. He really hasn't.
Gave a Rex as a flex.
Outside of that Premiere album, but
it ain't been fresh since the days of Rex and the
Premiere album was a half step back. When the hardest step back was a half step back.
Check, baby, Mercedes stretch, baby. The Pullman, pulling bull. You never been on bullshit. Bullpen from pimp stick to pulpit. Pull the thick pit, bull bitch out of wolves, then.
Did he drop every syllable right there? Oh my goodness.
Lucid dreams, ice cream, Celine. To be where I'm seeing, you need a green screen.
Yo,
Alexander McQueen, triple beam, pistol with the beam, series beam. Surprise, 6 chicken wings on the swings. Back when I was under the wing, but wasn't green. Baby cheeks with the peach fuzz underneath. Check.
And then the imagery too, like he just had 3 lines back to back describing how he was new but he wasn't green. That was tough. That was pretty much every syllable too. I think he had 1 or 2 syllables out of the whole line that didn't rhyme, but man.
From carjacking, trapping, to kidnapping, bitches flatbacking. That's my benefactor, nigga benefactor. Rappers looking like Magadena on Fear Factor. After spirit sent to the hair rap.
Bro, they need to bring Fear Factor back.
Hear the cheers from the rafters, like when Vince was on the Raptors. I'm on they bitch asses, they gon' have to ask for skin grafting. I've been nasty. This ain't just happened haphazardly. From hat to the feet, elite haberdashery. Yeah, bro, close enough. Give him a doom mask. Yeah, give him a doom mask and give him a Mad Villain tape. Close enough. God dang, he's spazzed out. This album start to finish has been 10 out of 10 rapping, but that was on a level even higher than the rapping on the other songs. That song was nuts, bro. The technical rapping, the flow, the slick luxury talk, bruh. And then to do it over this beat is so impressive because I don't know what time signature that was, but it wasn't your typical 4-beat loop. Let me see if I can count it. Yeah, no, I have no idea what time signature that was, but it is not a regular rap. It's not a regular any kind of music time signature. That was nuts, bro. And for him to just float on it that effortlessly with that rhyme scheme, different. This is Prince and Apollonia. I feel like that's something I should know. Hey, nothing AI can't fix.
This beat sound like it's a movie and it's going back from two different scenes. And then one scene, people is dancing. And then in the other scene that is flashing back to somebody getting brutally murdered.
The year was 86. He was waiting on his bitch in the Mercedes playing Prince. If I was your girlfriend, back in 99, the niggas thought the world would end. 200 party over with. We still here.
I'm very invested in this story.
Nowhere, home on the ranch. This is hell when you don't stand a snowman's chance. Trams ghetto romance.
I like that. That's just the wording on it. That line ain't like no crazy punch, but this hell when ain't no snowball's chance. That's tough.
Who said my love's not for sale? Y'all some liars, can't believe everything you hear. Time for a turtleneck tag snap. When you turned, ain't no turning back. All the work was wrapped in the turkey bag. I'm currently curving cast, it's a learning curve.
Bro, this is just OD. It's not even fair anymore. This is OD. You shouldn't be rapping like this.
The test that a nerd could pass. The murder for us was like learning math. Subtracting that. Niggas whack. Fuck around and get yourself whacked.
I like that subtracting that line.
As for the smoke, we never ducked that. Shit was like water off a duck's back. Was fucking with that.
I like that.
Might stab my autograph in your daughter thorax. And all cap moisture. It poured on the Rolex oyster.
Was that a concept song? Did we get a concept song on a cult rap album? I like that song because one, the rapping was just incredible, and then two, it had this perspective of him basically just spitting game at a girl. It was gas station pimping, gas station game, but on steroids. It's basically like spitting game at a girl, but at a really, really nice self-service gas station where the self-service workers be wearing suits. No, that song was tough, and I'm telling you, dog, this bag right here, this experimental bag, I like this even more than his Alchemist collab, so we keeping it a buck. I'm not saying that he's a better producer than Alchemist. He's not at all, not even remotely. I think Roc Marciano is a fine producer, but when he's not trying to stay in, it's crazy to call it a typical neo boom bap lane because he's the one who created this. But when he's not staying in that typical lane, it's easy for me to hear the beat and just not instantly compare it to, well, Alchemist could have did this better, even though he hasn't for Roc, but whatever. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. Roc plus experimental equals fire. This is Vanity.
Yeah. Fuck with that. Yeah.
I heard this sample before.
Yo, first off,
it's a really fire sample. I've heard it on, I forget the name of the album. What's the Kenny Beats? It's his last solo album. Let me see what the name of this song is. I just looked it up. It's called So They Say by Kenny Beats. It's off the Louis album from a few years back. It's the same sample. He's using a different part of the sample. I can tell it's the same one. But this is a really hard sample.
First off, the shirt smell like Mason Francis Kirk to John. Burnt down Bergdorf.
Or whatever that smell like.
What's that scent you wearing? Is that Grand Soir? Is that Porsche call your car? All that enfance you got on, you trying to trauma bomb crying inside the Prada store. Like a sport.
I don't think I ever heard a rapper rap about scents. Matter of fact, I didn't even know rappers could wear stuff other than Creed. I thought that was just by default. Matter of fact, I just thought black people, that was the default scent. If you rich and you don't have a 401k, I just thought you automatically only wear Creed.
Rockin' joggers like a tomboy, Aaliyah with the Tommy boxes on. Niggas thought they was watching me for law for so long. They ran out of popcorn, sodas, nachos, and hot dogs.
I like this flow. It's a switch up from every other flow he's had on here. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. But I look better than women out of nowhere. Bar came through like a jump scare.
The only thing feminine about me is the sentence by Clive Christian. One would think that I was trying to find religion, but God body don't shop in true religion.
Boy, that boy trapping out of bath and body works. Goodness. Boy on that parfum flow.
I'm sitting where I want like a dog. I should be getting walked. I piss on the floor in Dior and Louis Vuitton. I shit on the floor in Dijon and Yves Saint Laurent.
Bro, what? Bro, Roc just be saying any and everything sometimes.
Then run up the long run and pull a stun. My bitch suck a bullet out of
Whether that's impressive or not depends on if they talking about like a 22 or like a 40. That's all tough too. Now, I don't think it was on the same level as Prince and Apollonia or whatever her name is, but it's still elite rapping. I like that sample. It is slightly less experimental than the previous song, but it's still in that experimental-ish bag. It's a soul sample, but it's not flipping your typical way. I'm really rocking with this album. I mean, everything that Roc puts out is an album of the year contender, and so far it looks like this is no different. This is Rain Dance with Errol Holden. I feel like I heard him before. Is he on a Griselda album?
Body the kid with the cauliflower ears out here like he the karate kid. Knocked out his choppers, he probably gotta get poly grip. The polymer shotty
He is
grip.
going crazy.
Big pull a robbery
Wait, shotty grip, 3-syllable, back to back to back to back. Oh my goodness.
Can't afford to get sloppy and miss. Pop the clip in the choppy like it's an IBM with a floppy disk. The new
And then I
FM.
like when he raps almost double time, but with this really accelerated pace over these slower beats. It's just a really dope contrast.
Big pull a robbery wit. Can't afford to get sloppy and miss. Pop the clip in the choppy like it's an IBM with a floppy disk. The new FM that I caught from Rick. You can fit
A choppy like an IBM with a floppy disk, like them old school computers. Y'all youngest don't know nothing about that, but that's tough. And then the F&N can fit in a floppy disk.
the new FM that I caught from Rick. You can fit it inside a microchip.
And then the F&N so small it can fit in a microchip. That's hard because the microchip line also play into the floppy disk line. That's hard.
You can fit it inside
I guess a floppy disk is a macro chip.
a microchip.
That's terrible.
The more
I should be ashamed of myself for that.
The more chips I get, thoughts are getting chipped. Often cross my wig, but I've been known to overthink. You out here with too much dip on your chip.
I like that chip wordplay. He used chip in 4 different ways in those last 2 lines.
Hit or miss.
Microchip, getting chipped, more chips, money, and then dip on your chip. That's tough.
Hot spit, pussy foot's not a good look for me. I was looking to sink my hooks in the freak, but all the hooker needs is 2 good feet. Look, you way too busy playing footsie underneath the table, but it was
2 good feet, footsie. Bro, his wordplay right here is crazy.
it slept on me, but it obviously wasn't beauty sleep. This nigga's faces be looking spooky. Your bitch is twisted like
Bro, Roc is hilarious. They slept on me, but it obviously wasn't beauty sleep. Y'all faces be looking spooky.
680 Benz, crazy tinted, the hazards is blinking into a labyrinth, I'm sinking. A hole inside another hole, parole hole on top another hole.
Oh, Eric Holden is a poet, I believe. I can't remember what album, but I'm pretty sure he had a poem on somebody because I recognize his voice. I could be tripping, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he did a poem on. It's coming back to me. Yeah, he was on some kind of album where I slandered Keisha Plum, so it had to be a Griselda album. Because I remember he had a poem, and I said, why would we have this instead of Keisha Plum? Am I tripping? This is B-side lore right here.
Parole is clear, I'm here to turn base metals to gold. Mix LeBron with enfants, your pom-poms.
I like the base metal to gold line.
And I've been swinging for the fences on benches, situated
He
in
is
the
floating.
J. Tokyo J's yellow suede, Thanksgiving Day parade, crowds full of J's gyrating in front of me. My condolences to the fridge and go to bonuses. The onus is all mine. Wartime attire, chariots of fire. I sit in, eat blue ribbon chicken, no mercy.
I like how they had him still rapping when he just faded. I'm gonna tell my kids this song right here is Sing About Me Dying of Thirst.
Listen, beautifully handcrafted shoes, all these different.
I'm telling you, dog, the way that Roc is rapping right here is just not regular, dog. Like, every single thing that's... I was gonna have to pause that. Crazy. Every word that he is saying, I was about to say every bar that's coming out of his mouth. Pause, dog. Let me reset. Every word that he is saying is rhyming for the most part. And then he's talking slick. He mixes in the humor on this song. Like, dude is just leaving Earth. And then Errol Holden, I ain't too familiar with his game, but bro kept up with Roc. Now, Roc definitely had the better verse out of the 2, but he was spitting. Errol was going as well, man. I think that was a dope verse. I think the beat was tough. I like the sample. Album's going hard. The album's going hard. The only flaw that I have is really common for most Cobra albums. I feel like this album, despite having some more experimental-ish beats, it is kind of one gear for the most part, where a lot of these beats are good, but they don't stand out from the other. And it's not as weird as far as experimental. It's not as weird as, say, like Wicked Days off of Mount March. That song is really off the wall. So I think throwing something in there for a pace switch up or like a really fast paced song, something like that would be a good switch up. But other than that, man, this is just phenomenal rapping over really good production. Phenomenal is probably even underselling the rapping. This is Trapeze. Just kidding. This is Tracy Morgan Vomit.
cactus playing flea market joggers, car hard whip. I'm a work in progress. Whip. Work whip, a shirt got a blue collar. The aqua knot got it without a losing dollar.
I like the work in progress to the blue collar line.
Lauryn Hill was singing doo-wop. I let her off the ooh-wop. Fucked up the whole concert like Lil Mama. Party growing, I'm the balloon popper.
Party rolling on the balloon popper.
5 1/4, 3/4 S. Dot Carters, I beg your pardon.
Going crazy.
Marcus Darling, floor seats at the garden like Olive Garden. Your garbage made Tracy Martin.
Bro, it's gonna sound redundant at this point. The rapping is just incredible. Now, I think the beat is good, but I'm gonna just copy and paste what I said about the one gear here. And I think this beat wasn't as standout as some of the other beats on here. And I was gonna complain about the little chain rattling noise in the background, but to be fair, if JPEG Mafia did the same thing, I'd be praising it, so I'm gonna give it a pass. This is Trapeze.
High wire acts, wiretaps, real life, not the wire. We playing with hellfire. See the Elmira inside of my easy wider. Pull a fry out the Todd Snyder, as long as the all-nighter. Before you make it all brighter. With the white, I'm sorta like an oil refiner. Pen if I ain't top 10, the list was created by atheists. For hate, get your trachea slit. Straight 86, a nigga stand within your radius, get
The trachea split line stood out to me because I'm really a fan of Roc Marciano's wording. Like, the reason he's able to get so many of these crazy rhyme schemes off is you only got one or two ways. You either have to have a crazy vocabulary. I put Doom in that category. You have to be really, really good at phrasing. So to say you get your throat split as get your trachea split, and he does subtle stuff like that all the time. Rome Streets is the exact same way. I would say out of the people who just abuse syllables, who just rap every single syllable like it's nothing, I would put like Doom, Mog in the ASAP Rock in the crazy vocabulary category, and then a Roc Marci, a Ransom, a Rome Streets. They're guys who they don't have crazy vocabularies. They just can phrase anything they want to say. They know a way to phrase it so that it'll rhyme. That's tough.
Next just chip off the old brick. This is the colon cleanse. I took a golden
chip off the old brick is hard.
On your Rick Owens, busted in the wrench. Your Louis Vuitton cardigan get drenched. Expensive garments on a cheap bitch, nigga.
Smooth ride up the west side, talking to my man in the FCI, got a phone. Soon as I hang up with him, I get a FaceTime from Tony, sitting in Copper Cove. Autobiography, Range Road, should've left my autograph on my project stove. Out here in the fields, we fight 5 meals, take
that line probably made Stove Guy Cook smile.
Oxycodone, hydrochloride, bought 1,000 blues from a nigga that don't use deodorant to brush his teeth with fluoride. This money is a war cry through the gastrointestines of grinding from a 7.5
the
to a...
storytelling is fire and gritty.
She in his face, she can't be my bitch, it's that simple. Fiend money, wild wrinkle, Emily's burger, medium rare. Fries, wild crinkled, I don't mix and mingle with your sword. I could tell what this crack money bought for real. Blue rifles and shooting, set wine, the perpetual movement. I'm moving, 2 fools, 12 jewels, put him in half. It's slow.
Is that just like his thing? He don't stop rapping? They just fade him out? I wish I could do that with people in real life where they just talking and I just fade him out like that. He might be on to something right there. But that was tough. Goodness, another crazy weird sample. Like I said, these beats aren't just like 10 out of 10 beats, the best beats you've ever heard, but they just weird, bro, and entertaining. It's a good switch up from what you typically hear from rappers in this lane. But oh my goodness, bro, the rapping is crazy. It's a really tall task to put any feature on a Roc Marci album because they probably finna get washed. But Arrow really held his own on the last one, and he was really a highlight off of the album on this one. Now, I wouldn't say just like from the technical rapping standpoint, this is up there with Roc's best verse. But take Roc Marci out of the equation, this is just insane rapping. It's insane. Now you comparing it to Roc Marci rapping every single syllable to Arrow Holden rapping like 80% of the syllables. This is still nuts. But what really stood out on his verse was the storytelling. Bro, the imagery on every single line was insane, dog. Some of the grittiest street bars, some of the grittiest trench bars I've heard in a very long time. I mean, I ain't been listening to music, so first line was some of the grittiest I heard in a long time. But this is nuts, dog. Like, this really finna make me tap into Arrow Holden. I just checked and he already has an album with Roc Marci, so if it's a whole album of this, man, I'm tapping in. Beat was pretty cool. Rapping was insane from both Roc and Arrow Holden. This is good for you.
Top 12 new magazines with shell load of hell froze over.
This is what I need on the album, dog. This is what I need. So I like the experimental. I love it. But having little switch ups in the album to keep it from being one tone where you just got a straight up soul sample right here, Love it.
Phones blow up.
And it's a fire one.
Ghetto, but now I roll up in the yellow
It's
road.
another song that sounds like Rosebud's Revenge.
Rose truck up the yellow brick road in the roadster. There goes Rosebud. The hoes couldn't predict
I like you said Rosebud right after I said it.
I told her RC Cola and Coca-Cola, but who needs to drink soda?
RC Cola and Coca-Cola. Don't tell no black mom that, but who needs to drink soda? That's tough.
That was the headshot. Now she got one eye like Fetty Wap. The Bob got her locked heavily like it's Ready Rock. That's her energy like Hennessy and Watt. I'm breaking hearts.
Her energy like Hennessy and Watt is hilarious.
Fuck nigga, thank God. Don't let me catch that bitch out in the open. I have a house broken. Send her at you afterwards. Your house.
Y'all see what I'm saying, right? we assume stuff like this ain't cool a while ago. Like we moved away from bars like this as a society.
Smart Brody like vinyl with the Obi strip. Platinum Brody on the lonely wrist. I'm only a pimp. Shrimp, lobster, macaroni in the dish. I'm break a fist, but my patience ain't winning.
I don't care how unpopular this is. I don't care if this make me sound like a brokey, bro. Don't nothing belong in macaroni except for cheese, dog. Don't put no bacon in there. Don't put no spam in there. That's what they be doing at the restaurant that don't have no black folks in the back, bro. Like the macaroni needs some shrimp and some lobster in it. That tell you enough. I ain't never ate my grandma mac and cheese and said, man, this really needs some lobster. This really needs some shrimp.
Head pin trigger on a Beretta, might let it rip. Bitch, you don't know who you messing with. We forever lit.
I don't even know what y'all want from me, dog. Y'all hear this. Y'all don't need me to say it. I think this is one of the better songs on the album. I probably say this and Prince and Apollonia. That song name is kicking my butt. Well, I would put those two as kind of neck and neck as the best two songs on the album. But that song is amazing, dog. I mean, the rapping, it's been 10 out of 10 the entire album. There's been a couple songs that might have been 9.8 out of 10. This ain't one of them. But the rapping's just been flawless. And I think what's really separated each song has been how good the production has been. And this is one of the best beats on the album. And then another thing that has been prevalent for the whole album, but I haven't really noted, is Roc in just simply this smooth talking to a girl bad is fire. This is something that really a lot of rappers don't be tapping into enough. You get I smash women bars from everybody, but this type of smooth talking bag, only rapper who is really using it is bro, I'm blanking on bro name. His nickname is Wavo. He beef with Westside Gun. He got a series called Threesome. It what happened when you don't make a video in 6 months. Hus Kingpin. Yeah, Hus Kingpin really the only rapper who really be in that bag. But it sounds really dope when you do it right. So yeah, amazing song. This is Easy Bake Oven.
Ass niggas ought to know. Wrist twist like.
I don't know who's mixing this album, and it could be my headphones. It's not. It's not. But two of these vocal samples have washed out Roc's voice, and it's happened again on this song.
And the toilet bowl with the audible wardrobe, horse come to
I mean, you can still hear it. It ain't like it's inaudible, but you gotta like whatever the equivalent of squinting your eyes is for your ears, you gotta do it. I had to take my headphones off so y'all can see me squinting my ears.
Baby mother low, overload, trailer load, the whole Long Island Railroad.
Oh my goodness, his flow is crazy.
12-year-old, fat rope, shell toes, and herring bones. I was skinning bones when I made my bones. Dro was only banging red bones. I was deep in the bitch nail toe.
Hey, these are the type of strings that'll make a vampire raid a juke joint.
5411s with the Velcro. Whole money pulled me out the hellhole. Dope.
For some reason, I thought the hood woman dress code was rainbow.
I'm laughing to the bank, niggas late. Figured after all that dick you went and ate. You went to the same game the women play.
This is weird. The mixing on this is just weird. The second verse has a completely different mix than the first verse. I don't know if we recorded in 2 different days, but it's just weird.
Baby cakes, 10 plates of gray, yeah, get your plate scraped. Even paper plates get left blank. My pinky finger, Sammy Davis ring.
Paper plates get left.
Dan D got the chocolate face, the watch shopper ranks. I'm the Frank Sinatra of the modern day. Pave settings on the dime.
It's a Frank Sinatra of the modern day. Please elaborate.
H made the top.
Was that a bar? Was that a bar?
Coke money pulled me out the hell.
I would love this little soul switch up a little bit more frequently throughout the album, maybe a little bit different sequencing. But I really appreciate the energy of the album picking up on these last two songs. Another phenomenal sample. Rapping was crazy. Let's go ahead and close this thing out with Melo. 3 Trace soul samples to end it. I ain't mad at it.
Like clouds you chase, how the fuck you still out of shape? They would've been gave my flowers if I was fake. Native New York hate. If I was from out of state, then I'd be Drake. But who am I to complain? Paper.
Let's not kid yourself. Let's not kid yourself. But not being Drake is not a bad thing. But come on, bro. You know dang well your music gonna be scaring the prostitutes you be selling.
Ace of spades or ways, gotta call a spade a spade. It's a shame you got champagne taste but Kool-Aid for brains. Margiela tabbies. I done fucked all the baddies like Carmelo Anthony. Cut off so many freaks that fancy me, you might randomly meet an amputee. Bitches missing hands and feet like some damn ring.
And cut off so many feet, you might see an amputee. Is hilarious.
Wearing fatigues, blackberry brandy in the canteen, looking like antifreeze. You need a man to fix everything. You a mechanic's train. It's rare.
The antifreeze line to the mechanic line. His wordplay and the way he's connecting these lines are really smooth.
Hands are green. You chasing rings, but I'm a champion in the streets. But even when on a stacked team, nothing is guaranteed.
Man, I say that's a really strong ender. Out of those last 3 songs, I would say that Good For You was the best, but I still rock with that one. Maybe a little bit less than Easy Bake Oven, I still rock with it. More fire rapping, a dope soul sample. And overall, man, this has just been a sick album. But at this point, this is just another day in the office for Roc Marciano. Like, every single project, except for you know which one, has been on this level. And I think that just really speaks to how elite Roc Marci is. The rapping is so phenomenal that if I would have just went into detail on every single video, this would have been a 2-hour video, right? Every single song is just an absolute masterpiece when it comes to lyricism, intricate rhyme schemes, flow, slick wordplay throughout, imagery throughout. And while Roc doesn't have the ear for beats that say a West Side Gun does, this is that style that really pioneered this lane of hip hop. And he's also willing to push the boundaries with some of these more experimental beats. And I think it all just proves that in this neo mafioso, neo boom bap lane of hip hop, this jump start and ends with Roc. Roc clearly ushered this style of rapping into the game, and you've had your Griselda run. You've had a lot of rappers enter this space, from your Ransoms, your Wrong Streets, who's Griselda, but your Wrong Streets, your next tier rappers from your Edos and your Flea Lords. I think for a while it was Griselda running it, but I think it's back to Roc now. If you look at this, I'm just calling a spade, fall off from Griselda. Roc is still at the same level of projects as when he started this run with projects like Marshburg. Like, I don't know what the reception has been for this album, but if it's anything other than this album is excellent, it's just Roc Marciano being good fatigue. Yeah, strong rapping start to finish, dope production. And then I got to give a shout out to Errol Holden, who was phenomenal on here. 2 features, the only 2 features. And bro, he really stepped up to the plate. Overall, sick album. First listen, it sounds like an 8.25 or 8.5 out of 10.